Hello, my name is Vlad, and you can call me Vlad. So anyways, people have told me in the past that I have a nice voice. They like to listen to me read things, so thusly I've decided to read something as a little experiment to see if people on YouTube will like listening to me read something. So thusly I'm going to read something, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what I read and what it makes me think about. And it's just one page, so it's just I take one little page and then I read it and talk about what it makes me think about. And I'm actually not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the screen below the camera, so I'm watching myself because I like to look at myself. Anyways, that's vain or whatever. Here behind me is Pikachu, because he's so cute. Pikachu's a very cute Pokemon, and I think he's a wonderful backdrop to my reading. Don't get distracted. Anyways, here I am reading from Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. I'm on page 186 of my copy. So if you want to read along, you can find a similar page. I'm about 3 pages before the end, or before chapter 25 in my copy, and 5-6 pages into chapter 20. No, I'm actually on the second page of chapter 24, sorry. I didn't somehow see chapter 23 in there. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Stop rambling on nonsense like 2 minutes. Wow. Anyways, allow me to begin. It is so difficult to fix a sum, said I, hesitating. Come, said Mr. Jaggers, let's get at it. 2 × 5, will that do? 3 × 5, will that do? 4 × 5, will that do? I said I thought that would do handsomely. 4 × 5 will do handsomely, will it? Said Mr. Jaggers, knitting his brows. Now what do you make of 4 × 5? What do I make of it? Ah, said Mr. Jaggers, how much? I suppose you make it 20 pounds, said I, smiling. Never mind what I make of it, my friend, observed Mr. Jaggers with a knowing and contradictory toss of his head. I want to know what you make of it. 20 pounds, of course. Wemmick, said Mr. Jaggers, opening his office door, take Mr. Pip's written order and pay him 20 pounds. The strongly marked way of doing business made a strongly marked impression on me, and that not of an agreeable kind. Mr. Jaggers never laughed, but he wore great, bright, creaking boots, and in posing himself on those boots, with his large head bent down and his eyebrows joined together, awaiting an answer, he sometimes caused those boots to creak, as if they laughed in a dry and suspicious way. As he happened to go out now, and as Wemmick was brisk and talkative, I said to Wemmick that I hardly knew what to make of Mr. Jaggers' manner. Tell him that, and he'll take it as a compliment, answered Wemmick. He don't mean that you should know what to make of it. Oh, for a surprise. It's not personal, it's professional. Only professional. Wemmick was at his desk, lunching and crunching on a dry, hard biscuit, pieces of which he threw from time to time into his slits of a mouth, as if he were posting them. Always seems to me, said Wemmick, as if he had set a man-trap and was watching it. Suddenly, click, you're caught. Without remarking that man-traps were not among amenities of life, I said I supposed he was very skillful. There's a page of Great Expectations. I certainly lived up to my expectations. So here, this page, just gonna talk a little bit about it now. I love Dickens' use of these boots to personify this character's Mr. Jaggers laughing. the character doesn't laugh, but he uses his boots to laugh. I find that just enthralling, I guess. It makes me think. And I love the imagery of just this like use of his costume to say. Anyways, I think that's wonderful what he does there with that character. And I love this little first bit between Jaggers and Mr. Jaggers and Pip, in that Mr. Jaggers wants to pay Pip for something, and Pip is, well, Pip, and Mr. Jaggers is saying 5 times 2, 5 times 3, 5 times 4, and Pip's just like, yeah, 5 times 4, and Mr. Jaggers, what do you make of it? 20 pounds I make of it, Pip says. I think that's a fun little conversation back and forth between the two of them. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. If you want to say anything more about it, comment on it, or just like somehow talk to me, and I'd love to hear your feedback on what I just wrote or read. I didn't write that. No, I'm not that good. Please comment on what I just read and tell me what you think of it. I'd love to hear other people's opinions on this takeover, on this book, on this page specifically. Please, 186, find it. It's right near the beginning of chapter 24. If you look right next, second page, third page of chapter 24, I'm sure you'll find this little discussion that I just read. Please, yeah, that's it. Like it or whatever, share. I love for people to watch this and such. 7 minutes, that's good enough. And